Friends, listeners, those gathered here today, let us journey back through the corridors of time to a narrative etched in the very bedrock of human experience, a tale that transcends the boundaries of mere history and resonates with the timeless echoes of faith, courage, and unexpected grace. We are here to explore the story of Rahab, a name that, though seemingly small against the backdrop of ancient empires and epic battles, carries within it the weight of profound transformation. Imagine, if you will, the setting. Jericho, a city fortified by formidable walls, a bastion of Canaanite power, a symbol of resistance against the encroaching Israelites. Picture the scene, not from the sweeping vantage point of a conquering army, but from the intimate perspective of a woman living within those very walls. Rahab, a resident of Jericho, a woman whose life, by societal standards, was far from exemplary. She was a zoner, a woman whose livelihood was intertwined with the shadows of the night, a figure often relegated to the margins of society. Yet within her heart resided a spark of something extraordinary, a spark that would ignite a flame of faith and courage that would illuminate the pages of history. The air in Jericho was thick with fear. Whispers of the Israelites' miraculous victories, their unstoppable advance, their seemingly invincible God, permeated every corner of the city. The stories were not mere folklore. They were a tangible threat, a looming shadow of impending doom. Rahab, amidst the fear and uncertainty, did not succumb to blind panic. She listened, she observed, she discerned. She recognized a truth that eluded many of her fellow citizens. The gods of Canaan were impotent, their promises hollow, their power illusory. But the God of Israel, the God of Moses, the God of Joshua, he was different. He was real. Rahab's knowledge was not born of divine revelation, nor was it gleaned from sacred texts. It was the product of observation, of listening to the tales carried by travelers, of witnessing the palpable fear that gripped her city. She understood the power dynamics at play. She knew that the God who parted the Red Sea, who brought plagues upon Egypt, who delivered his people from bondage, was a force to be reckoned with. And she made a crucial decision. A decision that would defy all expectations, a decision that would alter the course of her life and the destiny of her city. When the Israelite spies, sent by Joshua to scout the defenses of Jericho, sought refuge within her walls, Rahab faced a defining moment. She knew who they were, she recognized their purpose, she understood the risk she was taking, yet she chose to hide them, to protect them, to align herself with their cause. This was not a mere act of self-preservation, it was a profound declaration of faith. She believed that the God of Israel was the true God, and she chose to place her trust in him. When the king's men came knocking, demanding the spies, Rahab did not falter. She deceived them, sending them on a false trail, buying precious time for the spies to escape. She risked her own life to protect those she believed were acting on behalf of the true God. This was not a calculated gamble, it was an act of unwavering conviction. Then, on the rooftop, amidst the stalks of flax, Rahab made a covenant with the spies. She asked for mercy, not just for herself, but for her entire family. She recognized the gravity of her situation, the precariousness of her position. She knew that Jericho was doomed, that the walls would fall, that the city would be conquered. But she also knew that the God of Israel was merciful, that he offered salvation to those who sought him. The spies, witnessing her faith, her courage, her willingness to risk everything, made a solemn promise. They vowed to spare her and her household when Jericho fell, but how could they ensure her safety in the chaos of battle? Rahab, ever resourceful, provided the answer, a scarlet cord to be tied to her window, a beacon of safety in the midst of destruction, a symbol of her allegiance to the God of Israel. The scarlet cord, a simple piece of rope, became a powerful symbol of hope, a tangible reminder of God's mercy. It was a lifeline in the face of annihilation, a testament to the power of faith to transcend the boundaries of fear and despair. The siege of Jericho, a spectacle of divine power, unfolded as prophesied. For 6 days, the Israelites marched around the city, once a day, carrying the Ark of the Covenant, blowing trumpets. On the 7th day, they marched 7 times. And then, at the sound of the final trumpet blast, the walls of Jericho crumbled, a cataclysmic event that shook the very foundations of the city. In the midst of the chaos, Rahab and her family were spared. The scarlet cord hanging from her window served as a divine marker, a sign of God's protection. The spies, fulfilling their promise, led her and her household to safety. But the story of Rahab does not end with the fall of Jericho. It continues, weaving its way through the tapestry of biblical history, culminating in a profound and unexpected revelation. Rahab, the Canaanite Zona, became part of the lineage of Jesus Christ. Her name is mentioned in the genealogy of Matthew, a testament to God's boundless grace, his ability to use the most unlikely individuals to fulfill his divine purposes. Rahab's story is a story of transformation, a story of redemption, a story of faith that defied all odds. It is a story that challenges our preconceived notions of who is worthy of God's grace, who is capable of extraordinary acts of courage. It reminds us that God's love extends to all, regardless of their past, their social standing, their ethnicity. Rahab's story is not merely a historical account, it is a timeless parable, a mirror reflecting the human condition, a testament to the power of choice, the transformative power of faith. It teaches us that even in the darkest of times, hope can prevail, that even in the face of overwhelming odds, courage can triumph. Let us consider the implications of Rahab's story for our own lives. Do we have the courage to stand for what we believe, even when it means going against the tide? Do we have the faith to trust in God, even when the future seems uncertain? Do we have the compassion to extend mercy to those who are different from us, those who are marginalized, those who are deemed unworthy by society? Rahab's story challenges us to examine our own hearts, to confront our own prejudices, to embrace the transformative power of faith. It reminds us that God's grace is not limited by our past, our circumstances, or our perceived inadequacies. It is a gift freely given to all who seek Him. Let us learn from Rahab's example, her courage, her faith, her willingness to risk everything for what she believed. Let us strive to be like her, to be beacons of hope in a world that often seems dark and uncertain. Let us remember that even the most unlikely individuals can play a pivotal role in God's plan, that even the smallest acts of faith can have a profound impact on the course of history. Rahab's story is a testament to the power of God to transform lives, to redeem the lost, to use the broken to accomplish His purposes. It is a story that resonates with the timeless echoes of hope, courage, and unexpected grace. And it serves to remind us that any person, regardless of their past, can change their destiny and find themselves within the unfolding story of God.